hospital as an angel. for a second time. High pop-up from Mullins. Let's look at Detmers through 6 at 82 pitches. Shot it well near the mound, makes the catch. Quick inning for Detmers, 1-2-3.
Change up here again against Trout.
It was a fastball that just missed. Now,
that's a good pitch.
He threw the changeup 3-2 to Trout last time. That's where he is here.
And Trout, usually, when you look back historically for Trout, he crushes changeups. Tonight, he has not seen that well at all.
Fastball that he fouled off.
You know what? In his mind right there, he was thinking changeup. You can tell by that. He's late on him, at least fouled it off. If you're a young pitcher at home, watching change of speed is every bit as important as trying to throw the ball 100 miles an hour.
Upstairs for ball 4. Trout walks for the second time tonight. Well, the Angels trying to get going offensively, and we send it down to Erica West and more.
Yeah, Wayne, like the pitchers were having a meeting earlier this afternoon about throwing more strikes. The hitters are having extended meetings, at least the first game of every series. Ron Washington was asked before the game today about why those meetings are going so long, and really it's about communication. Earlier in the year, it was giving information. Right now, it's about teammates speaking up and giving themselves a voice and kind of building that camaraderie. So it's about Mike chiming in, Taylor, Zach Neto, Nolan Shawnuel, all trying to chime in and trying to diagnose what's going on with this offense right now.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing, because the hitter, the best information you get for other hitters on your team, saying, what are you looking for? What situation do you look to see if you can drive a baseball? What pitcher, what pitch is that pitcher going to throw that night? And you see that before, and you hear those conversations amongst players. Sometimes that's even more valuable than all the data you receive.
2 balls and a strike on Ward. For what it's worth tonight, with the way Suarez has pitched, now Rutschman going out, or rather McCann going out for a conversation. Trout has been the only hitter for the Angels that has seen more than 5 pitches within a plate appearance tonight.
Brandon Hyde calling down to that bullpen right away. Now there's some action down there. He's getting up there on, into that 6th inning.
It's Mike Baumann, right-hander, getting loose for Baltimore. Orioles bullpen might be one of the weaker spots, especially without Bautista.
Boy, by the way, he was gigantic when he came in the game.
He is a monster for sure. Him and Yennier Cano as well. Grounded foul by Ward, who got a good piece of it. Still 2-2 on Taylor Ward. 3rd time around the order here. See if the Angels can get it moving against Albert Suarez, who was worked into the 6th inning for his 2nd straight start.
Now you should probably be able to hear me. I am so sorry about that, my friend.
6 years.
Hopefully you're still watching.
Full count on Ward.
I think that'd be really cool, but I live in the northeastern part of Iowa, so
he would represent the time run if Ward can reach.
I've never been to a live game of any type other than high school baseball, football, and basketball.
Pretty good jump.
And some volleyball.
There's a trust in Taylor Ward making contact and having an idea of the strike zone.
But I would love for my first game to be taken in, to be at the Truist Park with my good friend Ron, Mr. Maverick himself from Maverick Sports. That would be awesome.
Taking off again. Ward lines it. Suarez caught it. It's a double
Suarez
play.
catches it. That's going to be a line drive out.
That was
and a double play for the runner not tagging.
Anytime if you're a pitcher, you want the baseball to be hit to the glove side. Reaching back, you have a tough time on the backhand, but that went right there, right into the glove.
Well, the Angels have had trouble scoring and now mixing in some bad luck on a liner back to the mound as Suarez had it stick right in the mitt. An easy double play with Trout.
Hey Kenneth, how you doing?
Pitch. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, I decided to, hey Kenneth, I know I don't have everything on, but just generally let me know if my sound's working like it's supposed to be. Can you guys hear the game sound okay? Is the cam doing okay? I see it's kind of choppy a little bit. Hopefully, hopefully by the end of this, the Miami series, I'll be on the other PC fully.
It's rocketed through a base
That's
hit.
Going to be a base hit up to the left center. That's a 2-out single for Miguel Sanyo.
Majors leader in average exit velocity.
So we got Mickey Moniak heading to the plate.
Might be it now.
We'll have Joe Adele on deck
here today.
Contact getting a little louder, the at-bats getting a little longer.
I did an impromptu stream tonight just
he's going to his bullpen with a 3-run lead.
Just to see how many more problems I had, and I had some problems already. My stream deck froze up, and then it was crashing every time I opened it. Wasn't wanting to play nice.
Want to put your baseball...
See, I almost want to roll back my OBS install by 2 installs. Ever since I did these last 2 updates, it just does not like to work right. My intent is to try and do at least game 2 tomorrow. But if I don't get this, he never said if he would do the rest of them. So I can't answer that question completely for you, Kenneth. The only thing I can say is I'm trying. I'm going to be doing some testing with the stream and trying to get this set up that it can give me some streaming with no issue. The problem I'm having with my new PC build is where my headset this plugs into a USB hub, and for some reason the USB hub keeps losing connection and comes up saying unknown device. So
and that four-seamer that stays true and stays upper part of the zone, and then that fade type action was changeup. As a hitter, you're just seeing that right up there on the four-seamer, and then the sink and run on his changeup.
Now Mike Baumann out of the Baltimore bullpen delivers strike 1 to Moniak.
Baumann, his fastball averaged at 96.1 miles per hour.
Oh, into the count.
Swing and a miss to make it 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, you're just trying to make contact.
Baumann last year was 9-0 to begin the season. First Oriole to do that since Arthur Rhodes, tough left-handed reliever in his day. 1996. Arthur Rhodes vulturing some wins for the Orioles. It was in the days where lefties really only could come in to face one lefty and move on with their life. High and tight to Moniak. It's 2-2.
I'm saying is sometimes it's not how you throw, it's when you throw.
That's right. Cut, but a foul. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Angels trying to get on the board. Still within striking distance here. It's only 3-0.
Got room on that left side of the infield if he just punches it down there, especially if it's something away.
Ball 3. It's one area where Moniak has improved. He's chasing less, has a better eye this year. It has not resulted in much offensively for him, but you feel like it can come based on his strike zone recognition. There's another good cut, but it's another foul ball.
Yeah, 4 walks a season.
Struck out earlier against Albert Suarez, who fanned 5 5 2/3 innings. And there's strike 3 right on the edge. Moniak takes it to end the inning.
Baltimore made a quick ending of that one. Doesn't really like that setting. So here we are heading to, should be the top of the 7th.
Monkey giveaway to the first 25,000 fans. Visit angels.com/promotions for more info on Star Wars weekend. And the Rally Monkey had his presence
Lucky you, Angels fans. Star Wars weekend.
During the 2002 World Series, and so did Gene Autry.
All right, so we're top of the 7th.
Not long after he passed,
start out with a strike.
Champions, the Singing Cowboys team for a long time.
A very generous strike from the ump.
Well, he was a great owner, and if you had a chance to have a conversation with him, you always had a smile on your face. Owning the Angels.
Jackie Autry was still involved at that time back then when the Angels were putting that team together on their way to their one and only World Championship in 2002, knocking off the Giants. McCann, an Angels fan back then, whiffs badly on that changeup.
Gets him swinging.
It's the 4th strikeout for Reed Detmers.
4 Ks on the day for Detmers.
Got him to chase it.
One out. Cowser is the batter. He's 0 for 2. I saw a guy running around here earlier with a cow outfit on. Because they like
hopefully
the Orioles
you can hear
fans
everything I'm saying. I don't have
Cowser now.
Don't have anybody in here to tell me.
A big star.
In other words, that way he doesn't ever have to worry about being booed.
Yeah, that's what he said back in Baltimore earlier when the moos started to follow Cowser. Any Royals fans ever say "gooby" at you like that?
Amongst other things, I'm sure.
Well, you know, the Royals.
Swing and a miss.
Man, I knew I saw him earlier. Holy cow! Now he's explaining the fine points of baseball while wearing a cow outfit.
Oh, that's hit deep.
In the gap, but that ball is gone.
Home run.
And they will move with Cowser as he rounds the bases after giving the Orioles a
Cowser with a solo home run for the Baltimore Orioles. 394 feet.
Well, he's hit a lot of baseballs extremely hard this season. That's the 6th home run, 12th extra base hit. Second home run of the night for Baltimore against Reed Detmers.
Left on left for Cowser. He swatted that one out against a pretty good left-handed pitcher in Reed Detmers. It's his 2nd home run against a lefty this year.
You mentioned coming into the game that Reed Detmers' fastball has been so good.
Oh, that's going to be a high fly chopper out to the center fielder. Easy Kanekor, and out number 2.
Has that as Mateo flies out.
But Baltimore has the lead 4-0.
Moves were prevalent. So Colton Cowser giving the Orioles a 4-0 lead. Not showing up to the ballpark in full cow regalia. Yeah. That's a good look.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it is utterly ridiculous.
That's going to be a foul ball. 1-1 to count.
That slugging
Gunnar Henderson 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in the 5th.
75.
He's got a 281 season batting average, 6 home runs, 15 ribbies, and an 894 OPS.
2 more homers. They've hit 35 as a team, which is the most in franchise history through 22 games. And on top of that,
on the left
most of the major leagues.
Down and dirty, ball 2.
Henderson still in there with a 2-2 count. Detmers has gotten through 6 2/3. It's his longest outing so far this year. Strickland is up in the bullpen.
Baltimore's had some couple of pretty good swings against 2 dominating left. Reagan's for the Royals. They had some good bats against him in the 2nd. He scored 7 runs.
Well, they can really swing it. There is no question about this offense. And it figures to only get better. You know, Cowser and Westberger breaking out. Holiday has barely done anything at the major league level. Kjerstad's coming tomorrow. This is a team that figures to be a very tough one to beat throughout the season. That's a rocket fair down the line past Shotwell. As Henderson has his second hit. And he's going to make it.
He's coming home.
As he triples with 2 outs here.
No, he's not coming home triple.
That's 2 hits in a row have been on breaking balls. You got a slider for a base hit and then a triple on a curveball. Even though there was a couple swings on fastball, just a little bit late, foul tip off the mitt. Logan O'Hoppe. And that walk out to the mound pretty much means it's going to be a conversation.
Well, there's a fine line here the Angels are walking between trying to win games and also developing some of their young players. And Reed Detmers figures to be a cornerstone for this franchise moving forward. So I think the reason partially here that you're seeing Barry Enright and not Ron Washington is they want Detmers to push through here and get through this 7th inning.
He's your ace of your staff, and he's thrown like an ace this season, and then you go back to even last year. So he's given that opportunity to go out and find a way to get through this without any more damage. So it's really, when you look at it, it's been the top 2 in this lineup been very, very good for Baltimore. And then even some depth in there as you go down on a lineup 7 and 8.
Homers from McCann batting 7th and Cowser hitting 8th. Cowser not usually down there, but against the lefty, and a good lefty at that. Especially with Austin Hayes going on the IL today. Cowser got the start. Rutschman has 2 hits and 2 RBIs, and he takes a first pitch changeup for a strike.
This is normal, taking the first pitch. Last at bat, he did not do that.
Looped a single in the 3rd, cracked a double in the 5th. He's got Henderson on 3rd here in the 7th. So he lifts a fly ball toward right center. Adele trots in.
That should be an easy catch.
Detmers does push through 7 innings for the
3rd out
Halos tonight.
So we're going to head to the bottom of the 8th, or bottom of the 7th. The Baltimore Orioles put on another run to take a 4-0 lead. Hey, welcome into the channel. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to hit that thumbs up. I know tonight was just a little impromptu. I figured give the Angels fans a chance to come watch our team in the Baltimore. Just picked whatever game was left and tried to get a stream in to make sure that everything is going to work correctly for tomorrow night's Brave stream.
Jumping into the pile there.
Where do you get one of those jackets with the big California Angel logo on the back?
That's
pretty
solid
cool.
Look, yes.
Joe Adele leads off the bottom of the 7th against Mike Baumann. It's a fly ball hit well toward right field. Santander is back.
And it's going to be gone. Lead off solo home run for Joe Adele. There you go, Angels fans. You are on the board.
That baseball was crushed. 108 off the bat for Joe Adele. 2nd home run of the year. That's that power he has the other way. He stayed on that four-seam fastball, was down middle, crushed that out. Well, 393 feet the other way. That's the power that Jo Adell has. Maybe that's the spark.
Easy power the other way for Adell. Here's O'Hoppe taking a strike. Second homer for Adell this year, and gave it a good ride the other way. No doubter. As O'Hoppe cuts through that, and it's 0-2.
Logan O'Hoppe likes elevated pitches. That slider was well above the zone, though.
It had been 18 innings, essentially 2 full games since the Angels last scored. Now a line drive toward left center. Mullins coming in, can't reach it. Base hit. Arco top-tier play, the homer from Adell.
It's a fastball middle down at 94 to stay on, and how short that swing was and how strong Jo Adell is. He's refined that swing during the offseason. Seeing in the spring training more direct through the baseball, drives it out right center.
Adell giving his size twin a big hug there. Those guys are about the same size, Adell and Sano, and they hit the ball equally as hard. Orioles pitching coach is out to the mound to have a word with Baumann here as Baltimore sends Drew French out. We'll take a quick look at the menu from Jack in the Box.
My $6.99 popcorn chicken combos are back. They've returned. They're here. I think you get the point. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Albert Suarez worked 5 2/3 innings without giving up a run, but Mike Baumann's been touched up here in the 7th. The Orioles have former Angel Jacob Webb getting loose along with Yennier Cano.
Both of them seen a little bit of a drop in their velocity of their fastballs this season so far.
It's tough when you have a full season and you get used in a lot of big pressure moments. Carlos Estevez really experiencing some of that going from last year as a all-star closer, coming back this year trying to find that velocity. It's early and these pitchers feel like it will come. Here's Adrianza. Ball 1.
2-hit night for Logan O'Hoppe today. Zach Neto with 2 hits. He waits on deck.
Ball 2. A home run started the inning. Sometimes that can be a spark late in the game with a struggling offense.
Just looking for somebody to get that swing to get it going.
Jo Adell was the man for that. Now a base hit from O'Hoppe and the count in Adrianza's favor. It's 2 balls, no strikes.
Time you see, especially with a catcher over first base, you make that throw over, you just want to go through a new series of signs.
Catches the inside corner with that. It's 2-1.
It's a hard slider, 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Baumann has a good arm, had a good year last year. Mentioned starting 9-0. He ended up with 10 wins, largely out of the bullpen.
Been a little wild this year.
He's wild there, and it's 3-1. Ball 4 will bring the tying run to the plate. Still nobody out here in the 7th. First 3 have reached, 1 has scored, and now another long one could tie the game. Orioles have 2 relievers up.
Going to the bullpen.
Here comes Brandon Hyde out of Long Beach State. As the Orioles find themselves in a bit of a jam here. Brandon Hyde, last year's AL Manager of the Year. He will bring in another reliever to try to protect this lead for the Orioles.
This MLB season, FanDuel is taking you out to every ball game. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, guaranteed.
Get tools that bring every angle of your beauty business together. Clients can book online 24/7 for multiple services and multiple staff, so scheduling is simple. And with client notes and stored payments, you can offer seamless checkouts, so clients keep coming back. Run your beauty business with tools that bring everything together. Get started at square.com today.
Nissan. And Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. And by Spectrum. Get Spectrum Internet, mobile, and TV. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Well, Yennier Cano was immaculate last year, especially in the first half for the Orioles. Hasn't quite duplicated that so far this season, but he's still been pretty good, and he's tough to square up.
Brendan Hyde's figured this is the high leverage situation right now.
Zach Neto's had a good night, 2 hits, doubled his last time. He's the tying run at the plate. Strike at the top of the zone. Nobody out here. It's Shonowell after Neto and then Trout. Ball 1 to Neto. Cano at one point last season put together probably the greatest single month a reliever has ever had, as he went through the entire month of April last year without allowing a man to get a hit or a walk. He gets Neto a ground ball to short. Henderson flips to second for 1. Mateo a quick throw to first for 2. And Zach Neto rolls into a 6-4-3 double play.
He's a sinker ball master. That's that high leverage situation that Brendan Hyde was looking for, and he gets a ground ball at a shortstop. He gets 2 outs with 1 pitch there.
The Angels now 3 for their last 24 with runners in scoring position. They were 0 for 7 yesterday. And hitless so far today. Here's Shonowell. Swing and a miss, trying to get Trout up there to represent the tying run. 2 big outs for Cano right out of the gate.
He has a plus changeup. Go on with that power sinker.
There's the changeup, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Until Cano last April faced 33 straight batters without giving up a hit or a walk. The record had been 24 set by John Franco when he was with the Reds in 1987. Cano blowing past that record with his first month out of the Orioles bullpen last year. Shonowell lays off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trout is on deck.
Usually when you think of a changeup down, you go force fastball upstairs.
Man, sorry about that,
work
guys.
his way back to another changeup.
Having a short stream back
Try to flare that out to left field.
That's ball 3. Cano just missing.
And he's been around the strike zone, just off the plate there, just above at the pitch before. He's trying to get Trout up here.
Trout hoping for a chance in the 7th on 3-2. Shonowell lines one toward right, a base hit. O'Hoppe scores. The Angels have 2 in the inning, And Mike Trout will represent the tying run.
Closer to that lead.
That's a really solid
cut it in half.
Shawnuel worked through a 3-2 count. Got a changeup. Just poked it in the right field for an RBI single. 6th RBI of the year for Shawnuel.
5-game hitting streak as Shawnuel starts to break out. The Angels down 4-2. Here's Trout against Yennier Cano. Strike one.
Sinker ball, changeup. Usually lower third. You would think this would be a pretty good matchup for Trout.
Trout has only faced him once and struck out against him. Cano's given up 1 home run so far in 10 innings this year. Trout fouled it off his foot.
Foul ball.
Came right back with that changeup. Similar arm angle.
There we go.
Saw with Albert Suarez.
Hello, everybody.
Right off the foot.
There she got
right
it.
on
I
top
got
of the foot.
Correctly. Boy.
Angels fighting back here in the 7th. It started with Adele's home run. Nolan Shawnuel a 2-out RBI single. Now Trout has been on base twice tonight.
Down and dirty, 2-2 the count. Mike Trout 0 for 1 tonight with 2 walks.
Almost hit him, and now a full count.
Back-to-back full counts. He threw a 3-2 changeup to the lefty Shawnuel.
Shawnuel will be running on this 3-2 pitch. Taylor Ward hoping for a chance next. On 3-2, Trout grounds one to the left side, handled by Westberg to end the inning. Angels cut the lead in half. Joe Adele sparking a rally. An opposite field home run to get the Angels on the board.
4-2 ball game. We're heading to the top of the 8th. It's going to be a razor close game tonight. There we go. There we go. That should look better. Matches up. Got the guys in. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right, so we got 1 and 2 to count. We got Jordan Westbrook at bat. Anthony Santander will be on deck, and Ramos Urias in the hole. Got him. Strike 3, low man. Swing.
4 runs, 6 hits off Detmers in 7 innings. 3 walks issued. Orioles don't walk a lot. Entering tonight, they've drawn the fewest walks in the majors. And as a pitching staff, they've issued the second fewest, 3 walks on each side tonight.
Big swing and a miss, 1 and 2 the count.
Late on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Strickland's got good life on the fastball, 4-seamer. He's throwing a sinker tonight.
Strickland was all but retired midway through last year. Hit hard. Sano reaches out.
Wow, and very nice. Out number 2.
He's made some plays defensively. Well, I guess that would be shortstop, but at third base today.
Well, he was signed as a shortstop many years ago by the Minnesota Twins.
Imagine that, like a shortstop.
Imagine that beast playing shortstop.
Well, Baltimore had a guy that pretty big there for a lot of years, and Cal Ripken Jr.
Hunter Strickland liking what he saw from the 260-pounder playing short in a modified shift, and now ball 1 to Urias.
Up second in the bottom of the 8th.
See if Taylor Ward can get on ahead of him to start the 8th inning. Baltimore's bullpen, it's quiet right now unless you can see someone warming up.
Nope.
Yennier Cano threw about 15 pitches in the 7th inning. Looks like he might be asked for multiple innings tonight.
Let's see, Cano versus Sano.
The best Ano win. Cano has had some outings this year where he's logged more than 3 outs. Miguel Sano plays that one back.
Wow,
shows off the cannon. Retires Urias. It was the Miguel Sano show. And he's 2 up second in the bottom of the 8th.
We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. I don't know about that, but okay.
Taylor Ward takes what is called a strike.
Right-handed batters, it's tough against Cano because he runs that two-seamer in on you, then he throws the changeup, runs it in on you. And Trout knows he fouled that one right off the top of his foot on a changeup.
Ward, then Cano here in the bottom of the 8th. Angels down by just 2, scoring 2 in the bottom of the 7th to make it close.
Chopper down third base.
Charges, makes
over
the
first,
play and gets
out.
Ward. Big out for Yennier Cano.
Trout saw 25 pitches tonight. Another ground ball out for Cano.
Now he's facing Sano, who was 1 for 3. A rocket of a single in the 6th inning. The major's leader in average exit velocity. Another rocket. That ball crushed past Eric Young Sr. at third, who wisely backs up when Sano is at the plate.
Yes. Wait, Cano ground ball percentage this year, 79.3% ground ball rate.
Power sinker playing in Cano's favor, but Miguel.
Oh, that's deep.
Not with much distance there.
Oh, it's not going to carry though.
Flies out to
out
Cowser.
number 3.
2 up, 2 down. Again, it's Craig Kimbrell at the ends of games for the Orioles. I feel like with Kimbrell, even though he's had all these saves over the years, that sometimes he can make it interesting. Brandon Hyde will ask for 1 out here in the 8th inning from Jacob Webb as Yennier Cano comes on.
Man, we can't buy a bucket.
You know what you do? Your team can't buy a bucket.
You gonna say buy a bucket of Corona, huh?
No. Your bucket, Mr. Manning?
Oh, who ordered this? You think you slick. You're not slick. I got you this lever right here. Yeah.
This is your captain speaking. We'd like to welcome you on board MLB The Show 24, where gamers can play as their favorite baseball teams, create custom players, and even relive history with some of baseball's greatest legends. Now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Can I play?
It was 1995, and something was brewing at Coors Field.
What a bright sight. Do you see this? This is history. A player this good only comes around once in a blue moon.
Blue Moon was born in a ballpark, brewed by the spirit of baseball.
Welcome to the show, where everyone and everything is connected. Those obsessed with the game can take the complex and make it simple. That's why Major League Baseball chose Extreme Networks to advance their game.
Game, Garrett Anderson played in roughly 20% of them, as he is the all-time leader in games played and hits for the Angels. 2,368 hits for GA. Mike Trout, the most homers in Angel history, 376 and counting. And the strikeout leader is the all-time Major League Baseball strikeout artist, Ryan Express.
Still can't believe that 1 year he struck out 383 in one season.
A single season record, 1973 when he did that. Jacob Webb spent some time with the Angels last year. Did a nice job as well as he has so far this year for Baltimore.
He's got that real good changeup.
The 1973 American League Cy Young Award was not won by Ryan. He never won a Cy Young, but 73 was the closest he ever got, and he lost it pretty narrowly to Jim Palmer.
We'll talk to Jim Palmer about that tomorrow.
Jim Palmer had 14 first place votes that year. Ryan had 9. Ryan had 225 more strikeouts than Palmer that year. Palmer had a better ERA and more wins as Moniak pops it up. Jacob Webb retires his former teammate to win the 8th.
All right, guys and gals.
Our family has grown.
I'm going to go ahead and leave the interactive up and game sound to play when it needs to be on. So thank you for those that stopped, and I'll see you on the next one.
Short trip between Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
Bus ride.
Yeah. It's an hour and a half apart. Angels in their 10,000th regular season game tonight. They'll need 3 outs here from Jose Suarez to keep this one close and give themselves a chance in the bottom of the 9th.
Because all you need is that base hit or a base runner and a home run. You're tied back up. Loop and a blast, tie it up, and it's going to be up to Suarez. Put a 0 up here to give them a chance.
It'll be Kimbrel in the bottom of the 9th. As long as it's a save situation. Cedric Mullins takes ball 1. It's McCann and then Cowser coming up here in the 9th inning. So 2 left-handed batters. Although Mullins was a switch hitter at one point. 2 balls and no strikes. Suarez has allowed 11 runs with 11 walks in 13 innings. He's been striking some hitters out. He's had 14 of those, but a lot of walks, a lot of runs allowed. A 7.62 ERA for Suarez, who's pitched in 6 games. There's a swing and a miss. Interesting on Suarez because his glove is red. You can see his pitch comm very clearly. You can see it from here. His pitch comm that he has on his glove. I suppose that's allowed.
Especially the different color, obviously, from the glove to that.
You can
pitch comm.
See it from here that it's sticking out that way, but it's black and not white, so that's helpful. Suarez deals ball 3 to Mullins. He has a lot of speed. Leading off the top of the 9th inning. That's the 12th walk issued by Suarez now in 13 innings on the year. That's too many, and now the leadoff man on here in the top of the 9th. Mullins with great speed.
Yeah, he's got 4 stolen bases. He's been the one base runner has been caught in a stolen base attempt. Suarez does have a good pickoff move.
Bunting bunts foul. And Suarez, with the way that he's pitched this year, hand the Angels an out. It's probably doing them a favor at this point. Cowser, a left-handed batter next, then Mateo, and then the top of the order. Henderson and Rutschman have had good nights. McCann homered earlier off Detmers.
With 6 pickoffs in his career. Let's see him have a pickoff here attempt.
I think the Orioles would want to run to stay out of the double play. McCann is automatic for 2 outs if he hits one on the ground. And one other game is happening right now. San Francisco leads the Mets 5-1. That game's in the 8th inning. Fly ball from McCann. And Mike Trout in for it. Has the first out.
Mets have been playing pretty good baseball this year.
Yeah, they were 0-5 to start the year, and ever since then they have been rolling.
Won a series in LA against the Dodgers.
Mets have won 12 of their last 16. They lost yesterday, and if they lose tonight, it'll be their first time with back-to-back losses since that 0-5 start. Colton Cowser hit a home run. Mullins started then stopped as he takes ball 1. Does Cowser. The walk from Suarez, his 12th. That ties Miami's Tanner Scott for the most by a reliever so far this year. Sano is way off the line and in at third. Really, again, more toward the shortstop side. Oakland won earlier. They shut out the Yankees 2-0. Zach Geloff homered in the 9th inning for the only runs of that game. There goes Mullins. Pitch a strike throw to second. Good tag attempt by Neto, but not in time. Neto really swiped that tag over quickly, but Mullins steals the bag anyway.
Another stolen base with a left-handed pitcher on the mound.
Baltimore has swiped 4 tonight.
Going on first movement. The Angels have done a great job as far, especially from the left-handed pitchers, not allowing stolen bases, but 4 here tonight for Baltimore, giving them 19 now this season.
19 in 20 tries. They've been tough to throw out. The only Oriole who's been caught stealing is Mullins. Everybody else is 100%. It's 2-2 on Cowser. Homered his last time off Detmers. Cowser from Houston was the number 5 overall pick in 2021 out of Sam Houston State. Highest selected player ever from there. Cowser is the one who does the Lego competitions with Gunnar Henderson every year. Ball players have changed over the years, I feel like.
Just slightly.
It's a check swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cowser couldn't hold up as Suarez got him to chase ball 4.
He knew it too as soon as he committed to the sweeper. Suarez. He's frustrated on that one.
So a big batter here with Jorge Mateo. You don't get Mateo, you have to deal with Henderson and then Rutschman potentially. Mateo, the number 9 batter, takes ball 1. Throw behind Mullins, but he's back safely.
Well, Washington went for that talk right now. It's a 2-0 count.
And I think, again, to explain the importance of this hitter, you don't want to have to get to Henderson. A much, much more dangerous hitter is waiting. So Ron Washington hoping to encourage Suarez to get this final out now and not have to deal with the reigning American League Rookie of the Year who has 2 hits tonight.
That was a quick message.
Leadoff walk plus a steal has Mullins at second, but Suarez has rebounded. Retired McCann, struck out Cowser, and trying to get through Mateo. Count 2 balls, no strikes. When called in the pitcher's favor, looked to be ball 3, but
that's off the plate.
Nick Lentz liked it. Maybe Wash gave him some encouragement too. 2 balls and a strike. It's punched foul, 2-2.
Everybody said, I don't want to have Ron Washington come talk to me. I'll call that a strike.
Baltimore has led since McCann's homer in the second. It's a 4-2 game in the 9th. Now a full count on Mateo. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th. Adele, who sparked the Angels offensively in the 7th with a home run, will lead off. Then Ohapi. Then Adrianza's spot due up 3rd. Drury and Rengifo on the bench tonight. Fly ball off the bat of Mateo should end the inning. Trout moves over and in. He's got it. And Jose Suarez puts up a big 0. Joe Adele will lead off the bottom of the 9th. He homered in the 7th. He'll try to get the Angels rolling down 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Weekdays on MLB Network. Join the conversation with Kevin Millar along with
Baltimore anticipating a bunt here now. And going back to our Hyundai key for the game tonight. Take me home, Country Roads, a chance here in the 9th inning. First and second, no outs. Chance to take them home here, get this bunt down, and 2 guys in scoring position. Bring them home. Looks like Luis Rengifo on deck.
He would bat in place of Neto. Adele is running, and he will take third. Ball 1 to Adrianza. Stolen base for Joe Adele.
It's his 6th of the year. Although Baltimore in that spot, most important runner was over there at first base.
Hoppy is the tying run at first. He has pretty good speed for a catcher, so if you're thinking about a pinch runner or something like that, the Angels will take their chances with the way Hoppy runs. Adrianza facing Kimbrel, representing the winning run at the plate. That's in there, a strike from Kimbrel. Tied with Billy Wagner for the 7th most saves in Major League history. One thing that stands out about Kimbrel is the strikeouts. He's 4th all time among relievers, and the 3 men ahead of him, Hoyt Wilhelm, Goose Gossage, and Lee Smith, are all in the Hall of Fame.
Adrianza has some power too. 21 career home runs. We saw that quite a bit in spring training. Dealing with this nasty curveball from Kimbrel. Knuckle curve.
Kimbrel allowed 10 homers last year. That was the most in his career. He's having some trouble, I think, hearing the pitch comm, and McCann will get a new transmitter. One of those homers coming against Brandon Drury. August 30th of last year at Citizens Bank Park. Angels got 3 in the 9th inning against Kimbrel in that game, as they came from behind in a 10-8 win. Trying to do it to Kimbrel again here. First 2 are on, nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. Ball in the dirt makes it 2-2.
Cam, really nice job of keeping that curveball in front of him. Well, that's what you love to see, that pitch in the dirt get away. You get to run home, but you also get Hoppy in a scoring position.
Kimbrel did blow a save on April 1st. He has not given up a run since then. And he strikes out Adrianza on a pitch that was out of the zone.
Gets a lot of strikeouts, and he runs that upstairs after dealing with the curveball.
One out. Here's Luis Rengifo batting for Neto. Rengifo hitting .283 to start the year. Now, he hasn't homered yet, but he has plenty of power.
He's got a ton of room. If he gets one of those curveballs, if he can pull it down that corner in right field, I don't know, Hoppy would have a real good opportunity to come all the way around on that one.
Hoppy represents the tying run at first. Adele hit by a pitch to start the inning. He's at third base, so Hoppy had a base hit, his 3rd of the night. Adrianza struck out, but now it's Rengifo batting. Shonowell behind him. After that, Trout. Kimbrel on the ropes in the bottom of the 9th. And it's 2-0 on Rengifo.
Now, if you're Rengifo, you have to be patient to center in on a spot in the strike zone. Can't help him out, chasing something.
It's the 10,000th game in Angels history. Their first one was a win against the Orioles. Trying to bring it back tonight in the bottom of the 9th at Angel Stadium. And a check on O'Hoppe, the tying run.
And 80% of the time he throws a 2-0 fastball to a lefty.
Kimbrel with that familiar pose as he gets the sign from McCann. It's a 2-0 to Rengifo. O'Hoppe's running, and Rengifo fouls it off. O'Hoppe had a good jump.
You got to feel real good about your chance of stealing a base if you're going there with 1 out.
Trying to take away the double play, trying to get the tying run in a scoring position. Angels scored 2 in the 7th. As Kimbrel throws over, that's his second disengagement. Keep that in mind if O'Hoppe wants to take off again.
Are they checking that to see if they got him?
They're checking, but no dice.
Yeah, he got that hand in before the tag.
2 balls and a strike on Rengifo. Ball 3.
Definitely don't think you go here on a 3-1 count, though.
Shonowell on deck. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. O'Hoppe is running, and there's ball 4. The bases are loaded. The first walk issued by Kimbrel this year. Here's Shonowell, who extended his hitting streak to 5 earlier with an RBI single. Tying run at second, winning run on first. Ball 1.
A very patient hitter. Even though he's young, he has a great idea of the strike zone on Shonowell. Fans on their feet.
Well, this is old hat for Kimbrel. How many of his 422 saves have been in situations like this? He tends to get himself into trouble. More often than not, he gets out of it, but there are those other times. And the Angels hoping to blast through here in the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded, 1 out. A strike right on the edge of the plate.
That was a strike, but what a pitch that was. And it's a good take on this one, though. The only thing you're doing is hitting that ball on the ground. You're looking at something to drive in the air. You get a couple home at least.
Swing and a miss late on the fastball. It's 1-2. Mike Trout is on deck. Tying and winning runs are on base. Popped up, infield fly rule for the 2nd out. And a catch made by Henderson. It's up to Trout. A certain Hall of Famer in Trout against a potential Hall of Famer in Kimbrel. Despite that, they haven't faced each other that often. They do here with the game on the line. And Trout looks at strike 1. Trout has faced Kimbrel 4 times. He has walked twice. He has a hit and a strikeout. Bases loaded, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. Mike Trout at the plate. And it's ball 1 from Kimbrel.
So we went fastball down, fastball just above the strike zone.
Angels trying to avoid a 5th straight loss. Trout can make sure with a long one here. A high strike, and it's 1-2.
Gets the upper part of the strike zone. Just drops that elbow to be able to ride that fastball. Stays true all the way through the strike zone.
I'm going to watch for the curveball here from Kimbrel. All fastballs so far. Bases loaded, 2 down in the 9th inning. Angels down 2. It's Trout taking strike 3.
Rides that 95-mile-an-hour fastball, upper part of the strike zone, got the call. See how he just gets that elbow down and rides it and stays true.
Trout never took the bat off his shoulder in this final at bat against Kimbrel. Strikes out looking, and the Baltimore Orioles hand the Angels their 5th straight loss. It's a 4-2 final here at Angel Stadium tonight.
With Spring Black Friday savings,